Molweni abahlobo bam. Ndinethemba nine-holiday emnandi and ndiyathemba uza kuphumelela kunyaka ozayo. Namhlanje ndiza kuzama ukufundisa ukwenza i-clicks. So, hello everybody. All the learners out there, the isiXhosa learners. I hope you are having a good holiday and I wish you all the best for 2017. So today I'm going to try and teach you the 3 main click sounds in isiXhosa, and hopefully you'll catch on. It's a struggle sometimes in the beginning, but all that's really required is for you to train the tongue muscle, because your tongue is essentially a multi-dimensional group of muscles. I think the tongue's basically comprised of 8 different muscles. 4 that sort of secure your tongue to your jaw and your skull and your neck, and then the actual flappy part, like the part, is comprised of 4 different muscles, and those muscles are all made up of different muscles, fibers and strands. So what's really required in order for you to get better at doing the click sounds is practice, because you need to train your muscles, the muscle memory. So you're connecting, the synapses in your brain to the muscle or whatever. I don't know the technical terms, but basically you've got to practice. That's essential. Even now, after years of practicing isiXhosa, you see, even I make mistakes sometimes, guys. So it's just about continually practicing, and the more you hear the sounds and the more you try and say them, the more they'll run off your tongue. It's a challenging thing, but that's what's also exciting about isiXhosa, is the clicks. So here we go, guys. Okay, so the first click that we're going to get started on is sometimes referred to as the horse click, or the kind of sound that horse riders make when they're trying to sort of coax their horse to do something or to jog. So basically what you're trying to do, and I hope I don't have anything stuck in between my teeth, but I did check. Okay, anyway, so you're trying to use these teeth that are on the side. Usually I use my left hand side, so from your perspective it will be on the right, and essentially you're calling a horse, so you're going like this. Okay, I'll try to get it a bit louder. Okay, so you're pushing your tongue against the molars and the premolars on the side of your mouth, and then you're sucking. Okay, so it does take a bit of practice, but you've got to get it, you're pushing it up against the side there, so your tongue is sliding to the side of your mouth, and your mouth almost makes a weird kind of shift to the side. So you will predominate on one side or the other. I definitely predominate on this side, and so it's just practice. It's muscle memory, as I was saying earlier. Okay, I hope you can hear that. Next one up, and that is the X sound. So that's for isiXhosa, isiXhosa. You can see I'm doing that thing on the side there. Okay, guys. So that's the first one you guys got to know, so that you can actually say, Ndiyafunda isiXhosa. I'm learning isiXhosa. Okay, so that's the horse click, guys. If you haven't heard someone calling a horse, then maybe just go check out on YouTube quickly, calling a horse with a clicking sound or something like that. But all the clicking sounds in isiXhosa are distinct. Okay, next one is the C letter. So it's different in the sense that now your tongue is in the middle of your mouth, And now you're not pushing your tongue against your molars or premolars. You're pushing them against your incisors and your two bunny teeth. So, okay. And it's sucking on the top of your palate. So you're pushing it. If these are your teeth, you're kind of pushing it against the front teeth, but also the top of your palate. So it's like this. I hope that maybe gives you a perspective. And this is like, sometimes when people are disappointed with someone, or they're like, ugh, what a shame, then they go, so you can see now that my tongue is right in the middle, but it's in the front of the mouth. That is very important. It's right in the front, and you're sucking. So you're creating that kind of like that air pressure in the front of your mouth. So you kind of like, you're sucking, and then when you let go, then the air expands, and that's what makes the sound, because sound is basically just air particles that are bumping into each other. So when you're sucking, you're making the air compressing the air, and then you're letting it go, and then the air goes out, and that's how you hear the sound. Pretty awesome. Okay, so this is the shame, or what some people call the tut tut tut, or the tisk 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 sound. Says, ach no man, why did you do that? Okay, so an example would be ni ni. So ni ni means small. So if you say to someone ni ni, that means you are small, or ni ni means it is small. So that's the C sound, guys, or I should be using this one so that you guys see the C in the right direction. Okay, so I'm thinking about you guys. Ni 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 ni. So your mouth is open, and your tongue's in the front. Awesome. Okay. Now the third and final one is the Q. Okay, I can't do it with my hands, but it's a Q. Okay. And this one I would say is probably the most challenging, and it really just takes practice. It's easily doable, and some people call it the door knocking sound. So if you were to go, okay, so this one is similar to the C, but also very different. It's a lot more of an echoing sound, and that's because now your tongue is still in the middle of your mouth. So you're not shifting it to the side, like I said, with the X sound. But now your tongue is much more towards the back, or should I say rather in the middle. So now you're using that kind of dome, that dome of your palate. Whereas with the C, you're doing it on the ridge here by your teeth. But now, and with the C sound, your tongue's actually touching your teeth. With the Q sound, your tongue barely touches your teeth. So now you're sucking, you're trying to make an air suction on the palate of the top of your mouth. And that's when the sound comes out, when you release the suction. So you place your tongue on the top of your mouth, nice and flat, get it up there, push it up into the top of your palate, and then you suck. So imagine you like kind of sucking all the water or the saliva from your palate. So you put your tongue there, you might even hear a little weird like kind of like sift sound of sucking the saliva, like, and the saliva will come out, and there will be a pressure there, a build-up of air pressure, and then you release it. You're sucking it there, and then you're pulling it down. You're releasing it, and that's how you make the door knocking sound. So you go, knock knock, who's there? Okay. Okay, for some reason, maybe it's not echoing very nicely in this room, but anyway, I hope you can hear the distinction. So it's X, isiXhosa. Then back in the front of your mouth. Okay, inci, it's little. And then the Q, okay, takes practice, guys, but the most important thing, guys, don't be embarrassed. Just try it out, keep practicing and practicing. The biggest barrier to people learning the clicks is when they're self-conscious and they're worrying about what people are thinking of them. So just one last thing, a little bonus one, is the R or the RH sound, or the RH sound. Don't even know what I'm trying to sign language it, okay? But that's a ch. So now you're putting your tongue against the top of your roof, of the roof of your mouth or your palate, and you're leaving a little bit of a gap now. Whereas with the Q, you're really sucking it up there. Now you you're curving your tongue a bit, but you're leaving a little bit of a gap between the palate and your tongue that's arched like that. And now you're breathing out, and the sound of the is basically your tongue vibrating with the sound, the air that's flowing. Here's your palate and here's your tongue. So there's a little gap, and the air's flowing in between, over your tongue and in between the palate, and basically the air moving is causing your tongue to vibrate at a very fast rate. And even the water or the saliva that's on your tongue also accentuates that sound. So now Nelson Mandela's birth name was Kholi Hlahla. Kholi Hlahla. So that's just a little bonus one for you, the sound. I'll get to the other sounds. In fact, let me just do it now. So the HL sound. So when you combine a H and a L, then you put it on the side like with the X. But now you exhaling. So you're pulling it to the side and you're breathing out. I don't know if that's the right word. Exasperate. I don't know. Aspirating or. So you're pushing the sound out there. And that's basically just the sound of the air pushing its way between your tongue and the teeth. So that's the HL sound. And then there's the DL. DL, if you combine a D, and that's Z, Zala, Zala, Sheka, Sheka. So Zala is for the DL sound, and Sheka is for the HL sound. So I'm going to try and get you to notice the difference between the two. Zala, I think it also comes from the chest. Zala, Zala. It's more of a deep sort of resonating sound. You've got to use your chest now. Xhosa, it's a strong language. So you say la la, and I can feel it's vibrating here in my throat as well. La la. Whereas sheka, sheka, it's not much of a vibrational sound. It's just mainly predominantly in the mouth. So that's how you can distinguish between the HL, the sheka, which means laugh, and zala, which means play. Zala. I can feel it's vibrating here in the chest, whereas sheka, sheka, it's just here in the mouth. I'm not trying to make it resonate. So there we go, guys. Got the clicks on lockdown. Give me any comments down below if you've got questions or suggestions. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this. And yeah, give me some tips if you feel I didn't explain a pronunciation to you properly. And please subscribe for more easy isiXhosa tutorials. Sharp, sharp.